huge show tonight. I mean, absolutely enormous. Totally huge. Humongous. I'm going to start the show off with just a little quote for life. I love this one. I found this on a lady's page the other day, and I'm asked could I read one of her poems. And it says, rock bottom will teach you lessons that mountain tops never will. Think about it while we go. That's not good enough. We're back to connection available. Would you believe it? EE, you are supreme. But we have got a lot of poetry tonight. We have loads and loads and loads. And we have 3 readers tonight. Hello, Nina Thilo, and welcome in. Nice to see you there. God, there's loads of you. Diane Borges, how are you, darling? And I have Kathy Wagner Coates and Marna Dupree Badro. And I'm sure a lot more out there coming in as well. How is everybody? I hope you all had a good week. Had a brilliant week. Here I am. I got here. God only knows how. But however, we're here. But like I said, rock bottom will teach you lessons that mountain tops never will. Have a think about it while we go through the show. And let's have who is on tonight, who's reading, and whom are they reading? Let's have a look and see. Tonight, Marla will be reading Odd Socks by Pete Slater, The Secret Inside by Jason Conway, Beloved by Danita Kelsey, Along the Way by Halima Jones. Jennifer will be reading Lost in Yahoo by Sarah Litchie, Strong I'll Stand by Maria Strong Abella, As the Nature by Bijoy Bakat. And Jennifer will have one of her own. I'm not going to reveal what it is. She can do that herself. Hello, Catherine Dowling Moore. Lovely seeing you there, Catherine. Nina will be reading The Ancient Horn by John Hurley. Life in Stasis, or Stasis, whatever it is. You know what it is, Nina. By Anne Throp. The Explorer by Catherine Pagano. Lost, Not Found by Lena Power. Entropy by Krista Noel Countryman. Obsidian Obituary by Nina herself. Dark Mistress by Jeff Schlooney. My Words by Julie Mishler. Find a Way by Ken Burrows. Schlorn by Alahana Isgrig. And Ghost by Lainey Stahl. I will be reading. Yeah, I know, you'll all have your earbuds in, I know. Swings and Broken Dreams by Rachel Derheim. Whispers by Virginia Linda McClear. Listen to the Rain by Stan Bryant. Do Something by Shelley Gambino. Baby Boomers by Chris Edridge. Good of Heart by Saraya Yule. Attempting Peace by Kathy Wagner Coates. More by Hank Buchema, The Rev Bookman Journals. The Age Police by Sheila Webb. The Robin Song by Dale Warren. Now, I'm going to start just this little bit now. Before I go and get anybody at all, I'm going to start because I promised Kathy Wagner Coates, because she can only see the first half of the show, and Kathy's always here with us. I promised Kathy I would read hers, so she got to hear it for a change. I just got to find it, Kathy. I think this is it now. It is. I better make it bigger, Kathy, so it don't make a mess. Here's a lovely little piece I'm going to start off with tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And this one is called Attempting Peace by Kathy Wagner Coates. They pulled her safely from the fire, offered her soul a place to mend. But how could they know this raging fire would reignite again and again? She walked the tightrope of emotions, attempting peace within her mind, withdrawing temporarily when the calm left her behind. They measured her dysfunction when her high dipped to its low, and her shadow stepped into the flames that gradually dimmed to a haunting glow. She failed at finding happiness. Although she tried for years, she reaches peace, the final step, beyond the soul of wasted tears. If you should suddenly see her shadow, leaping bounds above the trees, please know she leaps in freedom, without the task of finding peace. That's beautiful, Caddy. That is absolutely beautiful. I've no one to bounce this one off at the minute, but you guys in the audience will actually know. Hello, Krista, Noah Countryman. Welcome in. Alexandra, how are you? Lovely to see you there, Alexandra Rodriguez. That is just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That has so much imagery inside of it. I don't. It's not that I delight in poetry like this. I delight in the expression within and what someone is trying to say. And that raging fire in life, the fire, heartbreak, heart fulfillment. We're on fire both ways, aren't we? This love thing, wow. Somebody should have put a copyright on it, really and truly should have put a copyright on it. Without a shadow of a doubt. But I'm gonna go looking for somebody. And I'm gonna add them into the fold. Because I'm not doing this alone. I refuse to do that. Alexandra Rodriguez, I would like to say thank you so much for your kindness and your thoughtfulness. You're sending me a book. It's already in the post, on its way to me here in Warrington. Thank you very, very much. And here's that noisy woman I told you all about last week. Marna the pre-batch makes all that noise in the background. You hear all the click clack, click clack. My ears are thumping both sides now. Don't
Click,
start
clack.
Don't start coming incognito with your glasses.
Well, I got to if you want me to read.
Of course I want you to read. We all want you to read. I'm not frozen, guys. I'm either frozen totally out. I don't think so, because I've still got you, Marna. So I'm feeling so important now. I've got you there now.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Go on, you're in.
I'm in.
Tell us all about your week. Go
on. Well, I had my diabetes checkup.
You did?
And yeah, my doctor says we need to talk about your blood work, especially your A1C, which those of you who are diabetic or know anyone who's diabetic know the A1C is a measure of your sugar averaged out for the last 3 months. So I'm thinking, oh, this isn't good. So he looks at me, smiles, and said, oh, it's excellent. Your A1C is 6.4. I looked at him. I said, you know how lucky you are? Because I was getting ready to tell you you're still short.
I'm getting frustrated here, Marna, because I've got lots of people saying frozen back on, frozen back on. I don't know what's happening, because mine is saying live. Mine is telling me I'm live. Usually when I go off and I go onto frozen, it'll tell me it's on record. I think it's my end, Chris, definitely. But I'm not frozen with Marna. Me and Marna are totally full on.
Yeah, well, okay. And I got my coffee.
You have your coffee? Hey, I got mine.
Okay, yeah.
Cheers.
Ought to be caffeine pretty good by now. I think this is
it's all okay now.
I think it's mug number 4.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Well, no, I need it. I hardly slept last night, so I need it. I was up early this morning for church, so it's like I need caffeine.
Has to keep you going.
Yes. Keep me going. So who's going to go first?
Oh, you're going. I'm not going at all. I've just done one. It's all the way through you now this time. Hello, Jesse Batista
Okay.
and Chris Edridge and Anthony King.
Okay, and I'm reading in no particular order. All right.
Yeah.
The first one I'm reading is by Pete Slater. It's titled Odd Socks. And I got to tell you, I really chuckled at this one. Just saying. Okay, odd socks. Life's too short for matching socks. Life's too short for watching the clock. Remember, there's always another pair, exactly the same for you to wear. Don't waste time chasing fashion. Live life because hours are rationed. If you spill your milk, it's no use crying. What's the point when years are flying? Shrug your shoulders and then move on. Let uniqueness be your talisman. You're an individual. You're like no other. Don't give the sheep a chance to smother. Your leading light of individuality with their beige and staid humanity. They think as one, they're all the same. Cardboard clones playing the game. Playing it safe for the best of their lives. Backslapping each other, giving high fives. Thinking they're cool, believing they're street. While you are dancing to a different beat. They work, they play. What do they achieve? Without inspiration, they remain naive. Blind to beauty, blind to art. You and they are poles apart. While the world is consumed with watching the clock, you carry on, being unorthodox. Continue to think outside the box, because life's too short for matching socks. I love it.
Yeah, there's so much more going around. But in my life, matching socks is the big thing. Absolutely the big thing. Hello, Julie Mishler and Dwayne Leon Rankin. Wow, hello. Yeah, matching socks, there's nothing more important in my life.
I loved, I loved it. I loved it.
I like wearing my orange and blue at the same time. But I can never only find two blues or two oranges, you know? Always odd.
I have a friend of mine that says that because she gets to wear like tennis sneakers to work, and where she works, and she says she don't remember the last day she ever had matching socks, but nobody can see because her jeans are long.
Do you know what? Only a woman could get away with that, Marna. Only a woman.
True.
If I tried that, I would be sent straight home. Thank you, Lee. Hello, Stephen McGeady. We love having you here, mate. Well, you've gotten off to a flying start, haven't you? That's it. I bet you everybody's already looking around to see where the socks are. Yeah, everybody's looking around now. Yeah, got to check the socks now when this is over. Yeah.
I read that, and the first thing I did was emptied my dryer because I had just gotten through doing laundry. And I'm making sure all my socks are in there.
Yeah, and not just the odd ones. An amazing thing that is. Yes.
Oh gosh. I'm thinking to myself, God, I'm so lucky because my socks are either black or white. You know?
Wow.
It makes it easy. I don't have to match colors because I don't do colors.
Choice? Wow. I've just got black ones. That's it. Just black. Nothing else. Just black. Black.
Or white.
Or I can have black.
Black or white, but I don't do colors because I can't match colors because I don't see colors well.
I tried those little ankle socks out once.
That's what I wear mostly.
My toes got cold.
Oh, good Lord. Come on, be a man.
There you go. Julie Mishler actually has a sock collection. And did you know, Marna, a little piece of English nonsense reality, Queen Victoria had 3,000 dresses, gowns, or whatever you want to call them. 3,000.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Can you
750,000
just?
of her subjects froze to death, and she had 3,000 of them. You know, it's typical, isn't it? Absolutely typical with these people.
Well, I'm going to say this, and I apologize ahead of time. I would just wonder how many Ivanka Trump has.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Hey, we have another
Okay,
stock collector. Kristen Old Countryman is a stock collector too. Is this something we all should be getting into, guys? I'm gonna advertise this as we go along. Actually, this sounds
oh no,
good.
no, no, no. My collection would be, like I said, half black and half white.
I'm just afraid I'm gonna end up with a fetish here. You know, one of those fetish things.
You better behave yourself, because if not, I'm going to read Hickory Dickory
Oh
Hockory
God, no! Let's
Dockery.
let's let's have the next one. Oh dear.
Beloved by Danita Kelsey. Let me get my cursor here so I can do this. I'm sorry. You know when the cursor just goes, I'm just not going to go where you want me to, and I'm trying to find it. There it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Beloved by Danita Kelsey. Your quiet confidence inspires peace within my soul when waves of despair threaten to overwhelm me. You are the lighthouse bringing me safely to shore when I have a drought of happiness. You are the rain that replenishes me and gives me hope for another day. You are the sun to my darkness, and you, my love, are the silence my soul seeks.
You know, we've said it many times. Sometimes silence is so much louder than sound, and the
Oh, I say
silence, the
that all the
silence of somebody who means so much to you is
I
when they're
say
gone. I
that all.
mean, you don't miss anything till it's gone. You really and truly don't. When they're gone and that sound is gone, the sound of that voice, the little cough, the footstep, everything. It's just wow. I like that one. That's a beautiful little piece. That is. Yes.
It is. It is. I just loved it. Okay, my next one. Oh, good. It works out. I'm going to save my newbie for last. Okay, just worked out that way. The next one is by Jason Conway, and I'm going to say that Nina and I both love his work, but I got him first this week. So this is a title, Inside.
I can hear the
By,
claws coming out down the way. Go on, go on.
we're sharing
Yeah.
Secret in Jason Conway. There was a time I worried, a time I would change just to please, just to ease. But I soon realized that deep down I knew I was right. I could fight. Being me was a truth that no one could taint. My right to be me, my right to be, my right to me. Life is full of lessons to shape and to mold, but I choose to make them and I choose to break them. We all have gifts to share that lurk within, burning to get out, yearning to shout. So take your inner strength and find your courage to shine for all and find your call.
Do you know, Marina? As you were reading that one, I was thinking to myself,
Oh,
look
wait,
at
I'm not done. I'm not done. I
you
forgot.
stopped.
There was a space. Yeah. Know that your star is a blessing, that you need a nudge, the slightest budge to become who you are, a shimmering light with no need to judge, no need for a grudge. So you know you are right, and the truth lies within. But few have the sight to demand their own light. Be true to yourself with all your might. for honesty is pure. So go find your cure. Too many fall short and blame everyone. Look within for the sign to make your dreams sublime. We all have the answer. Just listen to find a voice that beckons, bringing sight to the blind. Simply close your eyes and listen to the secret inside.
Wow, that is an inspiration. We look at the
It
world
is.
around us today and we see so many people. Like I always say, there's about 8 billion people on the planet. We see so many people being the person someone else expects them to be. And it would be much easier to be just yourself. You don't need anybody to tell you who
That
you are, where you should be, what you should be doing. Yes, there's rules and laws and we abide by them. But where it becomes ourselves, we have the choice. It's within us.
exactly. I mean, like for myself, I had to find that strength within when, like I wrote a piece about that when people would tell me I couldn't do things because of my sight, instead of saying anything, I would give them a grin that said, "Yeah, watch this," and I would go about and do what I wanted to do. But I had to learn how to do that because it does bring you down. But you know what? I'm gonna fight my fight all my days because I don't let anybody tell me what I can and cannot do. Never.
Exactly. Yes, nobody should.
No.
That was a wonderful
Well, like
piece,
my
John.
yeah, like my brother says, stubborn should have been my middle name, and I'm like, yeah, I wonder where I got that from.
Yeah. Wow.
We all will.
So, you've kept the newbie
One
for
more,
the end, have you?
yes. And this is called "Along the Way" by Halima Jones. And she evidently wrote this for her granddaughter who took a picture. So she wrote the poem for the picture. But I mean, the poem in itself is just beautiful. Shadows. This "Along the Way" by Halima Jones. Shadows. A soft reflection that complements light and transcends the moment. A beacon's journey to balance formation. Scroll a passage captured along the way. Very short, but very sweet. I've loved it.
Wow. That's got to be the shortest piece we've ever had on the show. Absolutely. Shot by. Wow.
It's one of those that it's short. It didn't need any more words than that.
No, definitely not. Definitely
I
not.
mean,
That
I
was
could, when I
impactful.
read it, I'm a shadow person. I love to watch the shadows, partly because, yeah, I can now enjoy them. And I love to watch the shadows and the pictures that they paint for me by just watching shadows move. Like even the leaves on trees. I mean, because they change, and yeah, it's like for me, it's like strolling to the like you take us for your walks in the your park and stuff. It's like strolling to the park for me, watching shadows. So I just loved it. I'm glad
Absolutely.
it wasn't short. Well, there's
Oh,
my four.
Marla, you are an absolute angel. Thank you so much for coming on to
And
read for
just
us
think,
tonight.
I've got my plot spilled for next week.
You've already started picking for next week, have you not?
No, I already got them filled.
You got them filled for next week. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I have two newbies and I think two newbies and two oldies for next week
Oh, awesome. Absolutely awesome.
already. So I have my
Absolutely
four
brilliant.
slot. If you want to read more, I can. Just let me know because I
Oh,
could probably go fish out some more.
what a girl. What a girl. I'll let you know during the week.
Okay, no problem.
Have a beautiful weekend. We love you to bits.
I love you too. Let me tell you,
Mwah.
hopefully it's going to be a very calm week. Mwah. A very
Oh, it
calm
will.
week.
Think calm will
No,
be calm.
no doctor's appointments. Yay.
Makes a change. Mine, have a lovely
Not
week ahead.
end of the month. Then I have that one, and then November I get to see my eye doctor again, so I can remind him that he's still short.
You go remind me he's
We,
still short. And I'll bring in our
yeah, well, yeah,
Australian lady.
well, no, because when he was the one time he tells me your vision is 20/150, and he looked at me, and I'm like, he goes, "Oh, you thought I said 20/150?" And I said, Dr. Kellum, I'm not deaf, I'm blind." And he's like, "Not like you used to be." I said, "Oh, not like you, who's still short." And he goes,
Oh
"That's when he
dear.
told me." He asked me if I wanted my cataracts back.
Well, you go. Keep
Anyway,
your cataracts in the
great.
jar.
Y'all have a great week, and I hope I did my four.
You done
You know,
beautifully. Absolutely beautifully.
who trusted me with their words. I hope I did them justice, and I hope I brought something of enjoyment to you guys.
You did indeed. Marna, thanks a million and have a great week.
Bye, everybody.
Catch you soon.
Love you.
Love you too. Bye-bye. Marna Dupree Badger. Four beauties. That last one caught me by total surprise, guys. Really and truly did. I wasn't expecting something so short. But wow, didn't it have impact? Absolute impact. And some of the shorter poems do have that, don't they? Really and truly. Let's see Jennifer. Where is Jennifer? Here comes Jennifer. She's on her way. All the way from Australia, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Can Kang. Hello, Hannah
Hey.
Isgrake. Hello. Hello, Jennifer. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good to see
How are
you.
you today?
And hello, Sharon. Just seeing your name shoot by. The names go by so quickly, it's unbelievable. Can't keep up with it here. Thank God
there's
for
a lot
Chris
on.
Edridge.
Yeah, I know.
Oh dear. So you've got a few for us tonight as well, haven't you?
I do. I had some great pieces tonight, I must say. Some really, really great pieces. Now, can you see properly? Do I need more light?
No, fine.
Am I?
No,
Okay,
you still look pretty. It's okay. Dark light makes no difference. You're still pretty. It's okay.
Well, you know what? I've been banished to my bedroom because someone's in my spare
Your
room
living
out the back. Yes. I'll be sitting in my car next week.
That's okay. That's
for
okay.
some privacy.
I've been in some bad places.
Really?
Oh, these will tell you yet, really.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got some great pieces tonight, and I like them. I think I can't pick a favorite. I like them all. They're good. So
Oh, I'm glad.
But I've got four. Yep.
I'm glad you can't pick a favorite. As I said to you earlier on, that there is so much difference between them all. They are all favorites of themselves. It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. But I know you've got a lot to get through tonight, so I'm glad Nina's back on board. Hey, so little Miss Gigglepot, we've missed her. Yeah.
Kathy Wagner Coates, you're welcome. I'm delighted you got to hear it live. Thank you very much for being here with me, Kathy. Sorry, Jennifer, go on.
No, you're right. So I know you've got a lot to get through tonight. So did you want me to dive right in?
Yeah, you can dive right in. It'd be absolutely brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Any preference? Of
how in whatever order you want to do, Jen. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the first one I might do is by I'll do Patricia's first. Now Patricia Camarotti, or she sent it to you and then to me.
Yeah.
You know which one? The Highlander Heart.
This is Scarlet Poetess, isn't it?
That's right. Yes. I'm a big fan of her writings or her scribings. I keep quite a good eye on her stuff because I love the rhythm of her poetry. I think she's a phenomenal poetess, and I endear a lot to some of her stuff actually. So, but this one is called Highlander Heart. I hope she's watching, but it's called Highlander Heart by Patricia Camarotti, or Scarlet Poetess. So next time, God, send me a Scottish man, strong with drums, to love me for the rest of my life. Send me one crazy enough to kiss my scars, to protect me and make me smile. Don't send me any more a coward, a liar or a child. Send me a man with faith and strength to not give in, but to fight. Send me the right one, not someone to leave me behind. An honest heart, a Highlander, with the fire and the passion in his hands and eyes. Because I'm so tired of feeling lost and empty. I need to find my way. I need to be found, not in the next life, but today. By Patricia Camarotti, Scarlet
Wow.
Poetess.
Like
Yeah,
when you see them, all our Scottish fans will be lining up to get the boat now. That's it. They'll all be on the boat. They'll be
I
sailing
know.
away.
Yeah, because she's a gorgeous looking creature actually. Miss
Oh, sure, God, I
Scarlet.
think I'll get the boat myself. Ha! Hello, Span Hill, lovely. How are you, Span Hill?
But look, who doesn't think of a Highlander with his drums and his strong
Yeah,
arms? Who doesn't?
exactly. I don't.
You don't? I spent New Year in Glasgow one year, and just the bagpipes in the laneways and the guys in their kilts. Yeah, I was a fan.
Oh, I bet
I was
you
a fan.
were. I bet you were.
I was. I was. I admit it. Guilty.
Oh dear, oh dear. Wow. Thank God you
But
can only see the top half of me. Wow.
it's funny. I just on my screen just came. I'm getting a call from London. That's funny. My girlfriend in Germany, who I'm staying with at Christmas, she's trying to call me at the moment. But that's okay.
Oh, are you sure?
That's fine. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'll catch her a bit later. Yeah. So.
Your
But no,
earrings
I
are
love
getting
that.
complimented here as well, by the way.
Oh, love hearts. Love hearts. We're all about love.
Hello, Virginia, Linda McClear. How are you? Got your poem tonight, darling.
But
And Colette Crow.
yeah.
Hello, Colette.
Yes, I see everyone's in. It's good, but we're having terrible weather here in Sydney. It's raining, been really torrential downpour for the last few days, and I have a swimming pool, and I was in. My pool was like that much from the top. I had to siphon water out of my pool. It was tragic, I can tell you. But
a couple of years ago, you couldn't get any rain in Australia. It was just dry, arid land. Look at it now.
Well, it's school holidays. Always rains in school holidays, which is a bit tragic. But what can you know?
It's great. It keeps them at bay.
Yeah. But, it's good. It's very good. So I can hear possums on my roof. We've got possums on our roof, and I just heard one jump. Sorry, I didn't mean to be distracted.
God, I love possums on 2 slices of bread, really.
You do. A bit what?
No, I'm joking.
All right. Shall I go for the next one? I think the next one I'll read is called Strong I'll Stand by Maria Strong Abela. Yeah, I like this one. I like it. So I'm not sure if she's on watching, but yeah, as I say, I love them all tonight, as always, but I shall give it a whirl, okay? So this one is called Strong I'll Stand by Maria Strong Abela. Why do I even fear losing you? You were never mine. From the start, how many times you ran away, stabbed and broken my heart. Harsh words you throw at me, cuts and bleeds my heart. Still, you come back and do the same, what you've done from the start. Now, it will not hurt as much anymore. I've healed because of you. I've learnt you're still broken, torn, hurting was all you knew. I love you still. I'm stronger now. You can't do it all again. Your fears may blow like a wild tornado, but like a tree, I'll just sway and bend. Maria Stronger Bella. I
Maria.
like it.
Yeah, she's a lovely writer, is Maria. I've known
Yeah.
Maria a few years from the various groups
Oh yeah.
on Facebook. Yeah,
Yeah.
she doesn't put all that much out, but when she does, there's a lovely feel to
Oh
what
yeah.
she does put out. Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, I like
It's
Maria's rights.
yeah. There's a strength in it. Like yeah. She just bends with the
She
blows, I
goes with the
guess, or
flow.
not.
Yeah, she goes with the flow,
Yeah.
and she still
Yeah.
has
I
her
mean, when
inner
I say
strength.
bend
It's
with
beautiful. Yeah,
yeah. But I don't mean bend with blows, like as in
yeah,
hitting. But I mean,
yeah.
she
As
just bends with the
to go with it. Yeah,
yeah. And we all have those moments where we could break or bend, the way she puts it. I
yeah.
like that one. I thought it was lovely.
A
Yeah,
lovely
really
piece
good.
that. Yeah,
Yeah, I'll look out for more of her stuff, actually. Yeah, it's good.
yeah.
But yeah, it's great. I love it. But all right, my next one, I think I will read. It's called Lost in Yahoo by Sarah Litchi.
Yes.
Is that how you say it? Yeah, Sarah Litchi. So this one's a short one, but it packs a punch. I like it. So, Lost in Yahoo. It's safe to say I'm lost. I don't know where to turn. Do I type in Google? Find the key that means return. The button of such importance to determine the way to go is situated on my keyboard, but looking to and fro. My eyes cannot locate this single key. My mind has gone so blank. I stare in confusion at my laptop, wondering when's the last time I drank. As my mind cannot work out simple tasks, I can't fathom out this Google crap. So instead, I think I'll take a shower and go and have a nap. Sarah Litchi. I like it.
Yeah, I've got to agree with her. Sometimes Yahoo is crap. And I mean, it's bad. It is absolutely bad. You can't retrieve your messages. You can't respond to a message. You go all over this. And then they bring you on these tours through their website that you don't want to go on. You just want to open a message, reply to the message, and leave it. But it can be frustrating. Without a shadow of a doubt, it can be absolutely frustrating.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, we're all a slave to the machine these days, really, aren't we? We can't do anything without it.
Absolutely.
And yesterday I was at the big fight. I went and watched the big fight down at one of the local clubs. And did you watch it at all?
No. I'm
not into watching boxing, but I went and watched it, and one of the main boxers had a tattoo down his spine. Well, really quite nice. So, let me just ask my know-it-all friend Google what that tattoo means. So, it's, the barbed wires from, I guess, I don't know. Yeah, but, that's the thing where it's accessible, and we count on it for everything. We don't really use our minds much anymore. We just ask Google. I'm guilty too. I'm guilty. My sister always says, you're the know-it-all that knows nothing. I say, I have a friend Google. Yeah, I have a friend Google. She's a good friend. She makes me look smart sometimes.
Now, just before you do, Jennifer, I'm just going to say hello to a lady here, because many moons ago on the show, we had a young girl, the youngest viewer we've ever had, 6 years of age at the time. And her name was Belle Brown. Hello, Shirley Brown. I'm delighted you're in. And I'm glad to hear that Belle can actually get us tonight. Absolutely wonderful. Hello, Sus Hamburg, Ed Clinton, Maxwell Ryder, Dale Warren. God, marching in now. Absolutely marching in. You're right, Sus. Technology has got us all in the chokehold. But it's not technology's fault. It is our fault. If we don't buy the technology, they can't stuff it down our necks. They can't handcuff us with it. We buy it, we purchase it, we promote the whole thing. Stop spending your money
Yeah.
on that stuff and it doesn't have an effect on your life. That's my piece of philosophy for tonight, by the way.
Well done. Well done. Well done.
Second tablet. Here we go.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll continue with the next one. So this one is called "As the Nature" by Bijoy Bahak. Is that?
Backhats, yes. Backhats.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like this one. It's sort of in a bit of a flow of the sort of poetry that I like or I write, I guess sometimes. But it's I like it. Here we go. As the nature. Can't be perfect. Can't be total. Can't be real. Can't be ideal. Without the sky. Without the moon. Without the morning. Without the afternoon, without the darkness, without the light, without the day, without the new night, without the rivers, without the seas, without the flowers, without the bees, without the trees, without the forest, without the birds, without the nests. Just like that, my life is nothing. My life is meaningless. My life is hollow. My life is pointless. My life is silly. My life is useless. My life is insignificant. My life is valueless. Without you, without your presence, without your love, without your existence, without your touch, without your smile, without your description, without your profile, without your warmth, without your passion, without your care, without your emotion. I like it. That's good.
No,
Straight to
that
the
is
point.
brilliant. Oh, it is, without a doubt,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
Bijoy
I mean, she's
writes
good at
very much like that all the time. He does. He writes like that
yeah. Oh, yeah.
so much.
Yeah.
Lots and lot of his poems going that way. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
absolutely dumbstruck here. You're right, Chris. Dumbstruck. I'm 50% loved and 50% hated. I love it. Do you know, honest, really and truly, everything is happening again tonight between all the different areas and places with the sound and the video itself. But Nina got it spot on. She just put a comment up there. She said, "Savor the moment, sus."
Yeah.
Yeah, sus. You're the luckiest lady
Yeah.
we have on the show tonight. You should do the lottery, girl. Absolutely. There's 6 numbers on the way.
Yeah. It's
No
been a bit
sound.
glitchy tonight. Yeah, you've frozen a couple of times, but I went out and came back in. But
Oh, no, it is quite cold. Yeah, I'm absolutely freezing here.
oh yeah.
No, I'm only joking. I'm only joking.
Okay. But yeah, no, I like that. It's amazing that the way everything goes together. It's 1 and 1 plus 2. It's like it just went together fantastic. Yeah,
It
the
does.
rhythm of it was really nice.
The rhythm is brilliant. I love the rhythm to it. And again, as you said, 1 and 1 is 2. Life is just the same. 1 and 1 is 2. It's just we need to see 1 and 1 is 3 at times. We just look that bit bigger at something than it should be just looked at in its right capacity. We have this thing about us. It's human nature, I suppose.
Yeah. So they're the 4 that I had for tonight. So it's funny, as I said to you earlier, I wrote a poem earlier this week, and when you sent me those poems through, I thought, wow, because they're all sort of in the same flavour, like in my humble opinion, but no, I like them. So because I'm all about healing, getting it out there, releasing your emotion onto paper or parchment or whatever. I think it's a good one. So the one that I'm going to read tonight, written by yours truly, I haven't put anywhere yet because it's only just been written, but it's called Was Not Looking, because I'm a big believer in fate, and that we're meant to meet people. They give us something. And late last year, I had tattooed across my rib cage the word serendipity, because I believe that, yeah, we come into each other's lives at a pivotal point, I guess, and we're just meant to. And it doesn't always work out how we expect, but you've got
Yeah,
to
but I
take the
mean,
good.
we have short steps and long steps of people that stay beside us, those that move on to their own
Yeah,
road, and we continue on
yeah,
ours. And that's the beauty. I think
yeah,
it's just we're grateful inside of ourselves when we do meet somebody that seems to be good to walk alongside. It's good company. It's
yeah,
it's good comfort, and it makes the walk a lot easier. And sometimes we've got to walk the walk alone as well. There should be
yeah,
nothing wrong with walking you walk alone, and it's harder for some than it is for others. And that's when
yeah,
you really need somebody to step forward and just be there at the right time, the right place.
yeah,
It's lovely when it
absolutely.
happens. Just lovely when it happens.
Yeah. Yeah, and look, it can be friendship. Doesn't have to be a love. It
No,
um, it, it can be anything. It's yeah, it doesn't always have to be about love, and we like it to be about love, but it doesn't always have to be about love.
no, it doesn't.
Yeah. So this one is called Was Not Looking. So here we go. So I think back to that day that fate talks about in terms of infinity. It has no beginning nor end, just a continuation. I have to admit, in all honesty, I was not looking for you. I was not looking for anybody. I was happy within myself. I was uninhibited in my prowess. I was free in my happiness, free to come and go as I pleased. No cloud of doubt casting a mist over my mind. Oh, the chase you gave had stamina in droves. Every pause I gave, you parried with precision. You cast your hook with boyish charm and wit. Still I voiced pause. Again, you parried with precision. Oh, persistence, you little devil. The dawn of spontaneity was on the horizon that day. I grabbed my ruby slippers off the shelf, that little voice giggling. Quickly now, before you change your mind. As my ruby slippers clicked on the pavement, I arrived at the destination of adventure. My eyes catch sight of you for the first time. Your eyes catch sight of me. We both smiled that smile of recognition. This was that pivotal moment. Do we walk away or do we continue? I have to admit, in all honesty, you were not looking for me either. I was not in the brochure. I believe that was the term you used. Did we walk away? No. They say that lightning only strikes once. As the force of my sensuality teases you, with the sway of my hips as I walk, my ruby slippers glistening in the sun, your eyes burn in desire for me. We decided to take a leap of faith. From the moment I pushed you against the door, from the moment your trembling hands touched me, from the moment your breathless lips touched mine, from the moment I brought you to your knees. We were putty in each other's hands. From that moment sparks flew, climbing the walls, casting the glow of desire in that darkened room. From the moment we fell giggling to the bed, from the moment you uttered against my lips, "You are amazing," I was uninhibited in my prowess. I knew the power I held with my touch. I knew the heat I wielded with my lips. Oh yes, the vision of you on your knees, with that sweet begging of please. As we parted ways that day, I watched you disappear into the crowd. I felt the butterflies around my heart. I giggled to myself as I walked on shaky legs, my ruby slippers glistening in the sun. My phone pings. Message arrived. From you. I want you again now. Can't wait to see you again. I could easily become addicted to you. Oh, the words you say. I have to admit, in all honesty, I was not looking for you. I was not looking for anybody. I was happy within myself. I was uninhibited in my prowess. I was free in my happiness, free to come and go as I pleased. No cloud of doubt casting a mist over my mind. I think back to that day, the day that fate talks about, in terms of infinity. It has no beginning nor end, just a continuation. We were hit by that lightning strike. Should we have walked away? But we did not walk away. There you go.
Powerful, absolutely powerful. And just to say, just to put it on record, Dale Warren has some ruby red slippers. He's just said so in an earlier comment. Thank goodness you're not the only one. God.
Yeah, but
I can't explain the sound, guys, but there are people saying there's sound problems, but with others there's not. Sorry, I can't control that. But go on, Jen.
Yeah, no, I always talk about my ruby slippers, and I don't know. Have you seen my poem, "The Yellow Brick Road"? You know where?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. You know, yeah, I'll have to read it at one stage, or one of you guys can read it for me. But yeah, she's a bit like Dorothy with the, her ruby slippers. I always seem to talk about the ruby slippers because it's funny. This guy and I, we always had this running joke about ruby slippers, and it's a bit of a I guess one of those things that guys probably dream about and think about. If a girl's wearing red shoes, means she's missing a certain undergarment. So that's where the joke always came from. Like
and you know what? I knew there was something wrong with me. I'm always just looking at ruby slippers. That's why I miss everything else. God almighty. I've got to learn. Good Lord. Now I know. Don't look at the slippers, John.
But look, yeah, I've always been a fan of red shoes. That doesn't mean that to me, but it's funny. It's a good idea.
I'm all clued up now. I'm learning. I told you earlier on. I learned lots of lessons.
There you go. You learn something here every week.
There you go. I will be in town centre tomorrow all day looking for red slippers. Well, not to keep my eye on the red slippers, but just in case anything else happens.
Every time you see someone wearing red shoes now, you'll be like, oh my God.
Oh my God, don't look up. Oh dear, God almighty, I'm palpitating here.
But it's and those poems, they just come. Like I can't stop them. I just write them within,
Oh, you don't want to stop them. If they're there, get them and let them flow.
Yeah.
Good God, yes.
Yeah. So I've got a book full of half-written ones that if they don't just if I don't write them in one go, I don't go back to. Oh no, I just don't go back to write them because that's gone. The feeling's gone. It's like the way it's come and go. So, and you just got to go with it, and write these amazing pieces. No, it doesn't matter if they're long or short. Or they're all amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, all amazing. Yeah.
It's the joy. It's the joy. Absolute joy of putting them together.
Yeah. But no, it's good. No, thank you for letting me read that one.
No. So, thank you for bringing it to us, Jennifer.
Yeah.
And thanks for coming on to read the poems of the other writers as well. Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I love it. So do I successfully paste them to the page?
Yeah, just when you go on to when somebody makes a comment, for instance, it'll open and go to the show. Underneath the show, it will say like, comment, share. Just go to the comment, press comment, and when the box opens, just click on the box and then hold your finger on it and paste it in. On the comment side, the box will open. Just say paste. You paste, then click to send, as though you were sending a message to somebody, and then it's installed onto the page itself,
Yeah. All right.
Brilliant.
Good. I'll do that. I'll put them all on there for you.
Oh, thanks a million, Jennifer. Have a
No, my
lovely
pleasure.
week
My
ahead.
pleasure.
Enjoy your week
I
ahead.
will. I've got a very busy week actually.
Have
So,
ya?
yeah, I've got a lot of production coming in from Vietnam. So, yeah, I'm very, very busy. Yeah,
Well,
very busy, but it's good. Yeah, good.
makes the week go faster for you.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
So, but and don't forget to let me know about the 18th because you know I've booked my tickets.
Yes, I will indeed. Yeah, I will let you know. I've got to look at my rota because I'm in the security industry. Yeah, there are dates in December, dates in January. We cannot have time off because of the way the industry works. Yeah, but I will be back to you on that one, Jennifer. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, take it easy, hon. Love you to bits.
Yeah, you have
a great
week.
week ahead. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye now.
It's Jennifer Poloneski, all the way from Australia, Sydney, Australia, and some beautiful poetry again. The poetry tonight is absolutely smashing. It's absolutely wonderful. Enjoying every bit of it. Absolutely enjoying every bit of it. I'm sorry I can't get to everybody's actual comments. It just goes way too fast in this end, guys. It really and truly does. It goes so fast. And I'm a little bit worried now because I don't see Nina Thilo's camera and I don't have a camera there for Nina. So where she's gone is anybody's guess. I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. Nina Thilo, where are you? Come out of the bathroom now and come on the camera with me, girl. You can't hide off like that. I have a new poetess with me tonight as well. I really do. I just, I really do. I have a new poetess. And her name is Rachel Derheim. I hope I got your name right, Rachel. I really do. There she is now. See? God almighty. Wow.
Hello.
You're looking great. Great to see you on the show. Welcome back.
Thank you. You missed me.
Dear.
Like a hole in the head,
and
eh?
loads and loads and loads. What was that monkey doing?
Those just...
That was the monkey, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it was you talking about kilts and what have you.
I was not. I was trying not to talk about kills. I'm in enough trouble as it is without having Scots.
I didn't need any images in my brain. Thank you.
You've just planted a lot of them in mine. Hello, Sheila Webb. Sheila, I never got to say hello to you earlier. I'm sorry, hon. But welcome. I got one of Sheila's as well tonight, We all know who you've got tonight. We all know who I've got tonight. I've already done the reading of Kathy Wagner Coates.
Yeah.
So Kathy's had to go because Kathy can't say.
You've had one stolen as well.
I've had one stolen as well, ladies and gentlemen. But I wasn't going to mention that at all. Jessie Batista. I wasn't going to say a word.
I will.
Hello, Rachel.
Hello,
we have your
everybody.
poem tonight. There's Rachel just come in as I mentioned her. Look, Rachel Derheim. As I said, I hope I got your name right.
Yes, well, on that note, we do owe somebody an apology, don't we? Bless her. There's a gorgeous lady who's been with us a few weeks now, and unknowingly we've been mispronouncing her name. So it's not Alahana, it's Alana Iskrig. So a million apologies, Alana.
Guess what?
You've been calling her Alahana.
Guess what?
What?
I thought that was another person. No, it's Alana. Hello, Alana Iskrig.
Alana.
It is Alana.
It is spelled Alahana, and she says it's the bane of her life. But we will make a concerted effort to call her Alana because that is actually how it's pronounced. So
we have to go and search for the guy who made up silent letters. We do. He needs a lesson, or she needs a lesson.
I spend most of my life spelling my surname anyway, so
it's bless.
It's a pain in the doodah, but never mind, eh?
Such a hard world. What a hard life. Oh my God.
It's all right for you. Nobody can get yours wrong.
I know. So you would think. Yeah, but however.
Yeah. All right. So I think this gentleman was read last week because I think I found one of his previously, and I think you read it for me, John Herlihy.
not saying a word.
So you were frozen then again for a minute.
No, go on, go on. John Hurley. Yeah, I think I read John Hurley last week for you, didn't I?
I think
It
you
was,
did.
it was one of the ones. It was one of the ones you would have had for last week. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this is called The Ancient Horn, and you and I both fell in love with this purely from the storytelling aspect of it as much as anything. So not particularly long piece, but yeah, wonderful story. So The Ancient Horn by John Hurley. The ancient horn breathed out its hallowed sound, a melody seemingly drawn from deep in the ground. The noble warrior blew again the mournful moan, to mimic the sentiments of warriors as they groan. They stood in dark silhouette against twilight's colour, mounted on stately stallions that reflected their valour. The horn sounded of immense ivory cracked with age, shaped a crescent moon that glowed as a mythic sage. Down through history as the Kutrigar priest's sacred horn, once dug up from the ground, life's mystery to adorn. The tusk of an animal who no longer walked the earth, the old horn appeared in ochre dust to claim its worth. The spirit of the animal still lived in the horn as sound, to live and breathe as wind and music most profound.
I just love that piece. Absolutely
Isn't
love
it
that
lovely?
piece.
I know.
Yeah.
I want the ancient horn now. No jokes, please.
My
I can,
lips are sealed.
lovely. I can picture it hanging on the wall, you know, like this. Yeah, just lovely.
Oh,
really
you know
nice.
what? I am absolutely delighted to receive this notification just sitting in front of me, and it says in big green box, Nina Tila was watching. It's a good job you came to watch.
It's yeah.
Thank goodness you came to watch.
Multitasking.
Wow.
Not sure
that's
I'm
probably in the middle of telepathy there. I mean, wow.
I'm not sure I'm capable of multitasking, but there you go. So maybe I'm amazed myself.
Oh my goodness. Well, I have one called Swings and Broken Dreams by Rachel Derheim.
You do?
And like I said, yeah, I do indeed, yeah. Rachel, I've asked Rachel for this one, and she said yes. The man from Del Monte, he said yes. Yeah. So we have Swings and Broken Dreams. I've got to get my finger on the button here. It's not the nuclear button. Relax. It's just the computer, okay?
Push the button.
Push the button. Rabbits. Oh, good shot, you know. Right, here we go. You ready? Swings and things, forgotten promises, and broken dreams. Alone, I am pondering, left with my feet wandering, my heart damaged and dangling. Here alone I sit crying, this broken heart still trying, longing for a place of belonging. Once again lies have burned, and your thorns have turned into mighty swords that pray. I look forward to the day when I can look at you and say, the thought of you can no longer stay. Wow. When we reach the end. We've said this before, haven't we?
Piece, isn't it? Yeah.
When we reach the end of what we call love, we don't just lose the love, we lose friendship, we lose everything that's attached.
Yeah.
It goes out the window. The fool that says we can salvage the friendship.
Yeah.
We forget it started in friendship and it ended up in love. So how that just, wow. But the hardest words to think is you'll never see them or hear them again. Whether they're alive or dead, it makes no difference. That was a beautiful piece. I just love how much it speaks. Yeah.
Yeah. One or the other of us was going to have that piece either way, weren't we? Because we both fell in love with it. So, yeah.
Oh, we were.
Yeah.
But you got the piece instead, didn't you?
What's that? What? I did what?
Piece instead. The one that was stolen or sent over or whatever you want to call it.
Oh, well, there's been pieces batted backwards and forwards all week, I think. So If it all works out in the wash, it'll be a miracle.
I have a lovely sensual one as well, you know. Me, sensual.
Now, you promised you'd do this when I wasn't on camera.
Did I?
Yes. Yes.
Listen,
Yes.
I'm a mere man.
Are you reading it now?
No. I just thought I'd inform you and get you ready.
I just need to get my fingers ready for when you do.
I think it's beautiful. I love this one, actually.
Oh, no,
Go
nothing
on.
against the piece at all. The piece is absolutely stunning, but I just, yeah.
It's just with the wrong person, really, isn't it? This, what would you call me? Wow. Don't. Shut
Love
up.
the
Read
way
your
you practiced
poem.
it down the
Thank
phone the
you.
other day. I'm not sure I want to be on camera. So.
Listen, this gave me a turn the other day. Wow.
Have your turn.
Yeah. Brought me
Oh.
right back in through my years, this did. Especially the gentle sighs. Go on, you read your one before I have a bloody heart attack. Go on.
Well, this might be quite appropriate then. It's by the lovely Anne Thrope. She's a sweetheart, and it's called Life in Stasis. Rigor mortis has set in, yet I am not quite dead. Stagnant is appropriate. My breath slows to crawl. No condensation mirrored. Heartbeat is imperceptible. For all intents and purposes, I am deceased, but surviving. What is my existence saying? One day seamlessly passes into the very obscured next. Why drag perpetuity into it? I am poised on the precipice of delicate self-determination. Our paths diverged hopelessly. Now I must face my aloneness. Heavy is the unrequited heart. Mine is lead-lined, sunken earth. Is it irretrievable, though? Doubtful. If I can force myself to awaken from a disturbing dream, why not reality?
This one we read the other day. Do you remember when we came across it? Was it Poetry in the Blood? Yes, we came across in Poetry in the Blood.
No, she's not in my group. I
No,
need her
not
to
in
come in
Poetry
my
Blood.
group.
You showed it to
No.
me. Yes, you showed me this one.
It was in Burning Hand.
You read it. Yes, you read it to me from Burning Hand.
Yeah.
And but when we were discussing it first, the first time when I listened to it, you were asking me what I thought about it, and I didn't know what to make of it first, to be honest. Yeah, because I didn't know where the poem was going or what its intention was.
Yeah.
And then we done it a second time, and the second time it just opens up the eyes, doesn't it?
I loved it right from the start. It spoke to me straight away.
Wow.
Yeah, I think anything that she writes actually will be will speak to me. She's just you know when you have a connection with a writer, I think.
Yes.
And you like some works, not you like some more than others, but they speak to you more than others maybe. And I think Anne will be the type of person who I could pick up any one of her pieces and go, yes. And she said to me she was really happy because I mean she didn't go into any detail, but she said that she'd had comments about it being too dark. I don't think that's dark in any way, shape or form. I think it's a beautiful piece. I think it's very descriptive. The imagery that it conjures up is very, very clever, and it says exactly what it needs to, in not lengthy lines and not complicated vocabulary. So I loved it. It spoke to me straight away.
I think the overall imagery of the piece is the reality.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is a total reality. The piece is a reality. And unfortunately, we've grown a mindset to forget what reality actually is. We actually live. I don't mean just poets.
Sometimes we need
I mean mankind. Yeah, we live outside of reality. Reality is something else. But absolutely beautiful piece, Anne. Absolutely enjoyed that one.
Yeah,
it was great hearing it again, actually.
Yeah, it's one of those that I'll go back to. I will read again.
Oh yeah, I will read that again. Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah.
There's just so much within the piece itself.
Definitely.
Whispers.
You going?
Yeah. Do you want me to go now?
Yep.
All the way out? do you want me to stay
Yeah,
here?
please. Don't slam the door.
Don't slam the door. Whispers by Virginia Linda McClure. Sensual erotic whisperings between lovers, arousing, titillating, gentle sighs, tender murmurings with passionate desire, as bodies entwine, fusing into one complete whole. That's WHOLE.
Yes, yes.
Just to let
But
everybody know.
again, so few words, but it says so much, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
They don't have
Yeah.
to be reams and reams and pages, do they? It's
No, they don't.
very clever.
And as I said it myself, it was quite a passionate piece. When I spoke to Virginia, yeah, it is
Yeah.
quite a passionate piece, and it's
Yeah.
lovely, absolutely beautiful.
I'm glad
Thank
you
you.
didn't fit in the voice though.
No, I couldn't. When I got there, I thought, nah,
Yeah, nobody needs to hear the voice, do they?
no,
Let's be honest.
no, that's no.
Okay. Well, yeah,
I didn't want to hear the voice.
I certainly didn't want to hear the voice again. I haven't slept since.
So it's
Right,
okay,
okay.
Chris. We're both burning up here, lad. You and I. Go on.
That's why he wore a red shirt tonight, so he could blame it on the shirt.
I could
Didn't
be
ya?
blazing. Yeah.
Didn't ya? Eh?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
your game. Right, and here we have the lovely Catherine Pagano. And again, Catherine's another one of those who writes very relatable pieces, and it's called The Explorer. He stood on the shores of indecision, watching the waves of regret rolling in, the sand beneath his feet pulling him seaward. A new journey he must begin. First, he must discard the baggage, these thoughts that weigh him down, remove those shoes well travelled, and take off that thorny crown. Strip away the preconceptions of what is and is not truth. Open his mind with naked abandon. Accept destiny without need of proof. This is the final sojourn before reaching distant shores, to wax and wane the lessons of life, to sail smoothly through opened doors, to cross the very oceans that deny footing on solid ground, to have faith in the final outcome, that his choice was fated and sound. Go forth, explorer, travel the seas, embrace your future and whatever will be.
There's so much of life in there, isn't there? So much of life in there. Life
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah.
The,
No.
It's
Yeah.
like looking over the wall for the first time to see what the ground is like on the other side. Is it high? Is it low? Wow, I love that. That's
And
a
even though
beautiful
that
piece, that is.
stanza changed, the last stanza was different rhythm and much shorter in length, but it actually summed it up brilliantly. So yeah, I love that. Love that piece.
Yeah, absolutely
I like
beautiful.
mine.
Magic.
Yeah.
Wow, you do, don't you? Just well.
Oh,
you're
it was
going
easy
to
picking
just.
this week. I got
What
four
do
for
you know?
next week.
I've said this to you. Must be a woman thing with you guys. I'm miles behind. But then again, it's expected.
Keep up, son. Keep up.
It's expected, so I don't
There's a
want
good
to
boy.
change the ball game now. Yeah.
You'll get a chucky drop at the end. Have you,
Oh dear. Oh dear. What you?
how many more have you got?
I don't know. How many have I done? 3, I think. I think I've done 3. So I've still
Right.
got a few more to go. So
Go on then. You go.
lie down and have a snooze if you want. I'll get on with it.
All right then.
Here we go. Stan Bryant. Listen to the rain. And you like this one as well because you've already seen this one.
Yeah, I love Stan's work anyway.
As the morning hours pass swiftly by, I find my chores half done, and soon I find the day is gone as I await the setting sun. But clouds move slowly overhead. There's a beauty that I can't explain. I grab my favourite book in hand, and as I listen to the pouring rain. The sound of drops against the glass comforts me as I read, and curled up upon my lap, my cat, a friend indeed. I glance the pages of my book, but my thoughts wander astray. The comfort of the gentle rain takes my thoughts away. If only for the evening hours, I owe myself this peace of mind, to take my mind and wander, and leave all my sorrows behind. And tomorrow shall the sun appear. I'll work the whole day through, and perhaps the evening hours, my friend, will bring peace once more to you. It's a lovely piece. The thoughts of the rain coming down while you're reading a book. Wow.
Again, Stan's pieces are very believable, very realistic. They've always got you can sit there and imagine every one of his pieces, and they've always got a lovely little feel good about them.
Yeah, I love it. Absolutely love it, love it, love it.
Yeah. Okay, and then I've got one. We've got a new lady called Lena Power. I think, was she in? Is she in? Have I seen her name go up? Maybe not.
No idea.
It's called Lost Not Found. Your selfishness is all I ever knew. You lied when you said you loved me too. The best of me you tied up in chains while you feasted off the remains. Your cold heart you hid inside, then proceeded to destroy my mind. Always taking, never once giving. At times I wanted to stop living. Now you're gone, but it's too late for me to even contemplate opening my heart to another. They'll just use me, so why bother? I don't talk much about my pain. I do not know how to explain, because inside my heart is breaking. My life I am constantly forsaking. How I wish that we had never met. You are my life's biggest regret. You're in peace while I'm in sorrow. Won't be any different come tomorrow. They say you must leave the past behind. Kind of hard when it's still alive inside. Learn from your mistakes, move on. But how to end that deep depression? It's like a suffocating dark cloud. Mark my label lost, never found. What good is light if I can't see? Or open spaces when I'm not free? Ooh.
Wow. That would rip the heart.
That one literally
gave
me a shiver on the last two lines. Yeah.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Incredible, those last two lines.
That is an incredible piece.
Yeah.
Even leading up to the last two lines, the whole piece is incredible.
Yeah.
That could tear your heart to shreds.
Amazing. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I loved it anyway, but when I got to those last two lines, I was like, yes.
As you do, Nina. As you do.
They have to speak to me. They have to speak to me.
My next poem is going to be just 2 lines. I'll leave a big space and just 2 lines at the end. That will be it.
All right, I'll keep a lookout for it.
Keep an eye out for it, please.
I'm not making any promises though.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. We have Shelley Gambino. We do.
We like Shelley.
It says Shelley here, Shelley Gambino. We do. And it's called Do Something. I love the way this one is actually structured, to be honest with you, Nina. I do. I like the structure of this one, yeah. And when I'm reading it, just think to yourself as I'm going along what the poetess is actually saying here, yeah? Do something to enlighten your mind and to liven your soul. Take that chance for that one moment that takes your breath away. Get off the sidelines and take control. Step into the game. Participate. Challenge yourself to endless boundaries. Visualize your accomplishments and take your prize. Stand up for what you believe in and always follow your heart. Let your journey start with you, determining your destiny one day at a time. holding on just to let go, bracing yourself for what is to come, manifesting your dreams into reality, never losing yourself over something you cannot control. Taking the reins, letting life happen, accepting what is, breathing for the moment, inhalation, exhalation, realization. Life is what it is, yet sometimes shouldn't be. Preferring to stand rather than taking a knee, letting the spirits of wind carry me at times when I want to give up. The fight is real, the struggle is tough, yet carry on I must. I am not a quitter and refuse ever to be. For even when you take the fall, God willing, you gave it your all. It was your true calling. It was your destiny. Destiny is in our own hands. It always has been, always will be.
To a certain degree.
Yes,
Yeah.
to a certain degree. But the more we
Something
follow,
can't
the
control.
more we follow, the less we can break the cycle. Just more sheep-like every time. Sad.
If destiny was fully in our control, we would all be multi-millionaires living on remote islands and to a degree.
We'd all be paupers and living with the same foods and everything else. We wouldn't have all this madcap, all kinds of everything. I mean, mothers, I feel so sorry for mothers in this day and age. And I don't mean that as a sexist thing. I mean as mothers themselves, raising families. And the children come home. And she's got to cook 5 different meals if she's got 5 kids. Because mom wants to be vegetarian. No, this is what happens. No. And I don't like this and I don't like that. In my day, listen guys, I do have a memory good enough to go back that far, long enough.
Back in the day.
Back in the day of the dinosaurs, when we had...
When I worked out mine.
Well, we ate raw meat.
Dinosaur meat.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I was brought up that you eat what's put in front of you, and if you don't, then you're not hungry. And I did the same with my family.
Yeah.
End of. It's there. It's there.
Son never did.
Don't go away.
We eat what we saw.
I was a harsh mother.
God forgive you, Mick. Look what you gave to us.
Yeah, exactly. Blame my father.
I'm blaming your father.
Actually, my dad was the soft one. It was my mum that was the hard one. Don't know. I'm the best of both of them, I think. I like to think so, anyway.
Well, you do. You keep thinking.
I will keep thinking, yeah. Okay, so we have another new lady, and I know she's here because she's been very interactive, which is fabulous. And this is Krista Noel Countryman. And another one I fell in love with. I went wandering through the poetry groups, and I was like, oh, I was like Little Red Riding Hood going through the forest, picking flowers, putting them in my basket. Yeah.
We have Little Red Riding Hood, Ruby Red Slippers.
Yeah.
Wow, we're getting somewhere tonight. Go on then.
Oh yeah, red's definitely the theme, isn't it?
Yeah. My dreams would be so pleasant tonight.
Okay, and this is called Entropy by Krista Noel Countryman. The shepherd paused in a state of unrest for ages, awakens, tempted by sweet hymns whispered into ancient ears. His head heavy, besotted with remorse, jaded eyes bloodshot and vacant. A raging hunger burns fierce within his belly, threatening to liberate demons hidden under a priestly cloak of devotion. Hands unsteady rake across matted locks. Sweat trickles down like a leaky faucet, soaking his tattered vestments, his mind churning out vile and nefarious sermons, while the ache twists and gnaws its way through. Poison dribbles from his lips, from the chalice held tight in sacrament, coursing through ragged veins, consuming every cell in his faithful soul, beating heart turned to stone. Like a fly caught in a spider's web, there is no salvation, only downfall. Begs for help fall on deaf ears, his last mercy cry exhausted. Once chosen, now fallen. Powerless against this mighty war, he cowers like a whipped dog, relinquishing control, his sins laid out on the altar. The flock has been called to feast.
Wow.
Mm.
Wow. Oh. I'm gonna have to
Incredible.
read that when you put that up in the comments. I've got to read it when it's in the comments. That is
Yeah,
absolutely incredible. That is.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's another one that gives you the horror, but in a brilliant way.
I'm not surprised Krista's temperature went up. Mine has just risen as well. Wow.
Yeah, I know. They all just yeah. That again, so much going on in there, so much imagery. I mean, the rights are just amazing. They really are. It's a pleasure to be picking poems. It really is.
We said it before. It's such a pleasure to be here actually reading somebody else's words. I mean, I take that as an honor bestowed upon me to be given that access. It's absolutely unbelievable.
Absolutely.
It's absolutely wonderful.
When people say yes, the thrill of knowing that you're going to be able to share it with other people. We've read it, we've had the pleasure of it, you know, and obviously other people in the group have, but there will be tens of hundreds of people tuning into the show that wouldn't necessarily have seen that poem. And the other poems that are featured, and it's just being able to share it that bit further is a nice feeling, because it deserves they deserve to be shared further.
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt. And that's where the show comes in, isn't it? Because we do get to share that little bit further, and after the show they shared it further themselves ahead, and we've seen that. And it's great to get the word out there. It doesn't need to be stuck just on one particular platform. The more platforms, the more opportunity for others to hear. And enjoy the writing. Even when it's sad, it can be enjoyed.
Yeah, exactly. They've all got their place.
It's an emotion. Yeah.
They've all got their place, you know. They're all written for a reason, for a purpose, you know, at a time. So, yeah. Are you going?
Well, you're really going mad to get rid of me tonight, aren't you? Really going mad to get rid of me tonight. God almighty.
Go on then, bob off. You and your new headphones.
It's took you quite a while to notice, hasn't it? Really.
I knew anyway.
I've been swinging my ears around and everything else. I've been doing all this and you never even noticed. If you done that with your hair, I'd say your hair is gorgeous.
Not that you're vague.
Or the earrings look well, you know. But no, it's just John, you know. Just headphones.
Get on with it, you tart.
Baby boomers. So it's broody time, ladies. Broody time. My number is... No, it's not. Here we go. Baby boomers.
If anyone wants it.
But the only ones that will be listening in is MI5, MI6 and CIA. I told you this before.
And
so don't give my number out, please, Nina. Oh, and the aliens.
Slowly.
Are we ready?
Yes. Got me a cup of tea.
Thank you, Alexander. There's a lovely compliment for us now.
Okay.
I'll let you read it while I'm reading. Baby Boomers by Chris Edridge. Are you ready for this, Nina?
Oh yeah.
I mean, just be a bit before your time. It's about ourselves. This means us, right? We are the baby boomers. You don't see us anymore as we sit here in our silence, just staring at the floor. We are the baby boomers, now wrinkled, old and grey. The ones you never notice until we're in your way. That was me every week, you. We are the baby boomers. We loved until we cried, counting our tomorrows once we had our pride. We are the baby boomers. Worked hard for what we had, paid our dues eventually. Life isn't quite so bad. We are the baby boomers. I guess we made the grade. The reason you are breathing is because we all got laid. Yes!
Naughty.
You are talking about the last two lines of a poem. Nailed it, man. Absolutely nailed it.
Christopher. bad man. Yeah, that's a good one. I like
God,
that.
it's a fact of life. Well done, Chris. Love that one. Couldn't wait to get that one on.
Yeah, no, good one. Good one. He comes out with them, doesn't he? Bless him.
Doesn't he just?
Yes, it's a little monkey.
His timing is impeccable.
Yes, little monkey. And then we have some dodgy bird. I don't know. She pops in every now and then with a piece of writing, and you know, just yeah. So this one's called Obsidian Obituary. Neath the darkest hours of night time, I'm unwillingly suspended by a gnarled and putrid claw grasp, beckoned follow glass-eyed wraith. With a strangulating chokehold round my throat, its stench pervades me, as in pendulous levitation, this malevolence holds my fate. Through the shadows I am hastened past the faces of transgression, whose decaying corpses manifest, curdling marrow inside bone. On my lips is forced a tincture as repellent as the mutant, preparation for the harvesting once it's calcified my soul. As the snarling aberration slathers foul breath near my throat's pulse, in my head there starts a throbbing of an embolism breach. Clamping bony, bloodied fingers round my eyes, it now directs me to a tomb of black obsidian, its perdition that it seeks. Cursive letters, roughly chiselled, spell my name in an inscription. Not engraved, though, are the details, or the date of my demise. From my stupor I awaken, in relief it was a nightmare, till I taste the rancid liquid, see the wraith behind my eyes.
So that's going to be another night of no sleep for John.
Sorry.
No problem. It's quite fine. I'm sorry now I didn't do the voice for erotica.
Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant. I love that piece, man. I absolutely love that piece.
Thank you.
It is hauntingly brilliant. Absolutely. And so I told you the story about Sandra and the situation and how much that could relate to things that happened to Sandra,
yeah.
I just love that piece. It's a brilliant piece, that.
Yeah. My friend, she said to me, we were out Friday night, and she said to me, "Oh, I've just read your latest piece." She said, "It's really dark and deep, isn't it?" And I went, "Yeah." And she went, "I'll be honest with you, I had to look up a couple of words." That's fine.
I read your poem with a dictionary. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I thought it was quite funny, really, but there you go. Bless. Yeah.
Just looking back at some of the...
Huh?
Kim Michelle Thomas. Hello, Kim Michelle. How are you? Sorry, go on.
How many more have you got left?
Why?
Because I'm just trying to work out ratio.
Well, is Rachel coming on as well?
Such an idiot. Such an idiot.
God, I seem to have loads. About 5 or 6, I think.
Lovely. All right.
No, oh, damn. I've lost where I was. Oh, I don't believe this. Who did I finish on last?
Chris.
Chris, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. We all got. I won't say the last word.
Like.
My next one, yes, of course, is Good of Heart by Zachariah Young. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. When things go our way, we are good at heart. When things go astray, we fall apart. Too much pressure makes us break. Bitterness and anger is on the take. The goodness in our hearts slowly fades away, with darkness entering, making us sway. It blinds our eyes so we can't see, eating away at our hearts, at our heart that's so free. We've got to nip its growth in the bud. Easier said than done when stuck in the mud. We need to dig through a lot of rubble to find the cause of all the trouble. We do our research to get to the bottom, pull off the covers, find what is rotten, discover the darkness slowly creeping over, repeating the cycle like crimson and clover. So we ask, what shall we do? Who will show us the paths to pursue? All the answers are revealed in the light, shining into darkness brings clarity of sight. Like peeling an onion, layer by layer, we get closer and closer to the deadly snare. The inability to conquer and guide our emotions is the major cause of all the poisoned potions. A lot of poisoned potions in life.
Oh, I see. Another
A
corker.
lot. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
No.
Absolutely. We said this tonight before we come on. I mean, during the week, we said this. The poetry just seemed to absolutely lasso us in
Yeah.
this week.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're chasing our tails. This week, our tails were chasing us really,
Well, that's why
literally.
I've already got 4 for next week. It's
Yeah.
it's just I couldn't let them go past, and it was just like a plush velvet carpet out there. It's just like, oh yeah. So,
Yes, yes.
yeah.
And I got to the point where you were afraid not to read one just in case.
Mm,
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I actually can't read as much as I want to. It's there's just so many excellent ones. It's hard to get through them all. So yeah.
How long have you Rycroft?
I have one from Jeff Schluning, and it's called Dark Mistress. Death becomes her, is her, consumes her. Her perfect little life hides a secret brought to life by the night. Her skin drips wax-like into a puddle of freedom. Her teeth are set free. Her fingers are blades meant to send others into eternity. Stepford died by day, pure evil once the lights go away. It's not a Halloween dream. It's her night to night, thirst of others, lives that quenches her desires, lusting in a bath of blood, feasting at a table of hearts. She wheels you in with her daylight looks. She knows how to use her sex on both women and men. But then the night of fright begins. Your flesh will be her meal, your soul a forever servant, begging to be set free by the dark mistress you once thought was your dream.
I better get packing them. Okay.
Good day.
Wow, it's been my dream for years. But
I think we're gearing up towards Halloween, aren't we? We're getting dark and spooky.
We are. I think we are, yes, without a shadow of doubt.
I'm quite sad I'm not going to be here for the Halloween one, actually.
I'm not. I'm not going to be behind the sofa. Welcome to the Dear John Show.
Yeah. You need to dress up as a pumpkin or something.
Oh, no. Wow. Wow. No.
No.
Not a chance. No chance.
Spider. Big spider. Wear a spider costume. Like people are dressing Jesse would love you if you dressed up as a spider.
I know he would. He'd probably squat me too. Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Weren't you with Fly Killer?
Yeah. You see what he done to the other one, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh no. We have Hank Buchanan, The Nightly Vigil, The Journals of the Rev Bookman. I'd hate to meet this guy on a dark night. I really and truly would.
I don't think he'd like to meet himself on a dark night, would he?
No, definitely not.
A lot of turmoil going on there.
There it is. Yeah, poor preacher. But here we go. He's sitting at the minute. I sit in the dark in the back of the room watching the movie run. Whatever it was, and no longer is. And all apologies in the hope of redemption help keep it where it was, and not here, where it and we should be. For me, a saloon was always a cathedral that bestowed both heaven and hell, with coloured lights and fuzzy lipstick faces, all on the same night, every night, for the 70s and half of the 80s. After the break and the disappearance of all I held dear in this life, came 2 more decades of high-octane madness, ending not with dramatic events, but with the smell of death coming from the razors and mirrors, and the amber bottle that talked to me every night in the back of a darkened room. The darkness lives on still, sometimes, but mostly in the black hearts of the thugs that run this planet and the forces that give them sway and the permission to rule. The dust will bury them all and the wind will sweep them away, but not today. And that's all that matters most of all. That and the faith, hope and aching desire that there is more. What do you say? Let's go for the more. To hell with the rest. The Rev.
Yes.
There's the
Poor, yeah.
Rev. Yeah.
Poor old.
Wow.
He's a very tormented soul, isn't he, the Rev?
He is.
Mm,
Yes, he is.
yes.
Oh God, he's written these over 40 years. I mean, they started in the 70s and went through each decade.
Yeah.
That's some writing, that is.
Oh, I know,
40
it's
years.
incredible, isn't it?
Wow.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
No, that's something to keep going in that style, isn't it? Definitely.
Oh, it's absolutely, yeah.
And then I have another new person. Oh, I've found them all.
I've got 2 left.
Good for you. Julie Mishler.
Hello,
My
Julie.
words. My words.
Thank you.
The words that flow are sometimes slow to stop the hurt I hold inside. I let them go for all to see, in hopes I am not alone in this sometimes harsh and cruel world. The games we play, webs we weave, people we become, are not always because of choices we made, rather from the pain caused by another. Words are like knives, they cut deep inside, leaving you to bleed. Even if they can be forgiven, they will never be forgotten. Some haunt you for the rest of your days. But little by little, with the start of each day, you are given the chance to try and fight again, to see the sun, breathe in the fresh air, be thankful for all the little things that truly make life worth living for. Every person that steps onto the path you are walking on through life has a reason or lesson to teach you. Be open to it all. Don't close your eyes. No matter the lesson, the choice is always yours, to fight for yourself or let the ignorance of another win. Come on now, think. You are worth so much more. I reach out my hand in hope that another will take a hold and learn from my mistakes, or celebrate in my successes. If my words can do this, even for just one, then I am rich beyond my wildest dreams.
When you have faith in yourself and belief in yourself, and it doesn't happen often.
Yeah.
And you lose it so often as well.
Yeah.
But when that faith and belief in yourself returns, God, it's
but
like
what a lovely upbeat piece. What a lovely positive.
Is, yes.
And it's you know, she said holding out my hand, and I just I love that one.
It's the reach one. That's the one I knew I wouldn't be able to read myself. Not to give it what it needed, yeah. It needed your voice.
Not sure anyone needs my voice.
1 second, guys. Just 1 second.
And there he was gone.
Oh, you can say hi to everybody. Sorry, guys, Jack's just come back, Nina. My apologies. He couldn't get in, the door was
Jack!
closed.
God,
There she goes, she's shouting at us now.
what a nuisance.
Sorry. So I know. Here he is.
Jack,
Here. That's
nuisance.
Jack.
Right. Okay. And then, so
And
the
then?
lovely Anthrope, bless her, always advertises the show for
She
us,
does.
and she had put that one of her poems was being read, and I'm presuming a friend of hers had put underneath, oh, congratulations, you know, lovely. No one ever asked to read my pieces, and I thought, right, that's it. I'm not having this. I can't be having a kicked copy out there. So I went and looked on his page.
You did.
And he writes the most beautiful poetry. So yeah. So this is Find a Way by Ken Burrows. You said that I would find her, that she'd appear to me someday. Yes, I would find another lover, and she'd care for me in every way. Well, I have found this woman, the one with whom I could be true. Let me take her to my bosom, never again be down and blue. May I be the love she's needing, and all of what she'd be looking for. End both of our hearts bleeding, create the bonds found in our cause. Let past tears release the pain of where one's souls were burned. The mind release all their stains, our hearts ponder lessons learned. As the beauty of our relation would be able to grow into a life, the kind made of pure elation, when we then become man and wife.
Oh, that's
So there,
absolutely
Ken,
gorgeous.
you have
There you
been
go,
picked and
Canberras.
asked and read, and you're on our
You
radar
have.
now. So.
Exactly, yes. And we said this the
Yeah.
other day. Be careful what you wish for.
Yes, exactly. I know you're out there.
Weird out there. Weird
Exactly.
out there. Never mind that. Weird out
Sunk
there.
teeth into him now, so that's it.
We are the ones. Yes, Sheila Webb, he is a Jack Russell. He is definitely a Jack Russell, without a shadow of a doubt.
Nice haircut, Jack.
Nice haircut, Jack. He can't hear you because I'm plugged in.
No.
Now, I have another comedic one for the end, yeah? So I'm not gonna read it right now. I'm gonna leave it until my last read, yeah. I'm gonna read one called The Robin Song by Dale Warren.
Yep.
The robin sat along the branch of the willow tree. He had no song for this day, for his love had flown away. The crow stopped by and said, "Don't cry, for in time you too will fly." As the robin sat within the tree, a blue jay appeared like a gentle breeze. He said, "My friend, it's not the end, for a song I have for you to share. Just cast your wings into the air." So the robin left the willow with delight, and he cast himself into a peaceful flight. His song for her he did sing, for she returned the following spring. Oh, I like that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like that one.
Me.
Yeah. It's quite apt for coming up towards autumn and winter, isn't it, the robin? It's
yeah.
You can just picture it. So yeah, sweet little piece, that one. Loved it.
I hope this year, for the last 2 years on the side I'm on, just been a robin for the last 2 winters, towards, we say, second, third week in January, and always comes outside of the office, yeah? Always comes outside of the office. Stays there for about 10 minutes and goes off again. But comes around. And I hope he comes back again this year. I really do.
Dale said he's surprised. I've just realised that you know what we did, don't you?
Go on.
Well, we had the discussion about having a Dale piece in, didn't we? And then I went and found a few, and you
You
picked
did.
the Robin one, but we didn't actually tell Dale we were reading one, did we?
What's the wee? What's this wee bit?
You read it.
You said
You
you were
read
going
it.
to contact him.
I did. Never
You
did.
did. So you said, I'm going to speak
I
to Dale. Do you want
never
me
did.
to or are you going to? And I said, you go on. See?
Dale, he was supposed to message you.
So Dale, the breach of copyright was Nina's.
What can
I
I say?
take
He was
no
supposed to message
responsibility
you.
whatsoever.
Useless. Absolutely useless. There's nothing I can do about it. I can only apologise after the event. I'm so
But anyway, it was a beautiful piece. I loved it.
exactly.
Absolutely loved it.
And then you need to pronounce this because I'm still not convinced I'm going to pronounce it properly. Alana's piece. Say it for me.
Schlong.
That's it. By Alana Iskrig. I'm not saying it because I'll probably get it wrong. And what does it mean? It's Irish for what? Goodbye.
Goodbye. Yeah.
Goodbye.
Yeah. So we would say Schlong lad. Yeah. And it's goodbye. Yeah. So Schlong is goodbye either way. Yeah. It's just a breathed.
Right.
Yeah. Go.
Okay. I will rise again, up and out of this despondency that you've put me in. You have knocked me down, but down I will not stay. Life for me without you will be so much better. Beginning this very day, the not so gentle knight dressed up in all your tarnished armour, a washed up character in your childish cosplay. You should have given thought to the outcome of your actions before endearing yourself to my friends and family. I had offered many times, too often to count, for you to go about your merry way, all to which you cried nay. With no hard feelings, a simple goodbye was all you needed to say. This current state you find yourself, you do bemoan, for quietly into the night it was anticipated that I would go. If you had but looked beyond your inflated ego, you would have known your true character. I am determined to show a user of hearts, upon which you have set your sight. The fiend will take his victim's plight. Nah.
No wonder she used the word Schlong there. Goodbye. Yes, to the fiend. To the fiend. Definitely.
No.
Absolutely.
And then it to a real cuts you off at the knees.
Know, just for that, I'm going to say her name right. Beautiful piece, Alana Iskrig. Alana. Yes. You see?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. And it just stops dead, doesn't it? It's just, oh, I love it. Love it.
Yeah, it just... It's like going into the wall. It's absolutely
you don't. It's actually very clever because you don't realise it's coming to an end, and then it's like, poof.
And then it just bang. Yeah, it's over.
Yeah.
It's
full stop.
Wow. Wow. My next one is The Age Police by Sheila Webb. You ready?
Yep.
The Age Police are on the march. Their tactics are arresting. Inject here, plump up there. No time for animal testing. Hide away your grey roots. Don't have a bad hair day. The Age Police are coming. So lock your locks away. They're patrolling gyms and clinics, checking out each place where cellulite and wrinkles dare to show their face. The Age Police are coming. In fact, they're overdue. I'm looking for a criminal. It could be me or you. I've put myself on house arrest, or I'll be going down. The Age Police are coming. So I have gone to ground. Damn, I better get my cellulite out of here quick.
I need an extra hold-all for my cellulite.
God, I'm covered in it. Wow. That's it, I'm in trouble.
Yeah. I pack 2 suitcases when I go away, one for luggage and one for cellulite.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not.
Oh.
And I'm only 35.
Oh.
You can shut up.
Not saying a word, not getting drawn in.
It's so not funny. So not funny. And then very
He's spot
sadly, I
on,
have
though.
my last piece for the evening.
You have one.
Sad face. Sad face. I've got one more piece left. That's it. Sad face.
This will be the very last piece tonight. You know this, don't you?
Oh, wow. No. It's
This
by
will
another newbie.
makes it all the better. Yeah.
And a lovely lady, Lainey Stoll, and it's called Ghost. I am a ghost in my own life, haunting everyone with the burden of memory that I exist. An inconvenience to their lives, I am denied as superstition. I howl, I rave, I move cups and bang cupboards, but am dismissed as wind. Other ghosts laugh and scold me for my inexperience and bade me to believe it's all in my head and I should just move on or medicate. As if pills will solve a problem they claim doesn't exist. Locked behind a veil, I am the last thought of consideration and the last ear to hear the eulogies said on my behalf, as if I am mute, unable to speak my will and testament, my life before my body is even cold. Those who would hear me, only medium warm as they are, condemned for believing, and must fight their own straitjacket skeptics. Many succumbing as, after all, I must have brought it all on myself. Common denominator states for I, like a ghost, have no impact on others and can only affect my perceptions of myself. No mirror holds my image in a favourable light. All scream at my visage, seeing reflections of themselves that they wish to condemn and thus deny any shade of comfort they wish they had had. Denied imprint on my own life, my self-agency lost to the wills of those whom know what's best, as they bless my heart, and in the same breath deny me the right to say they aren't helpful, or that is not what I need. Made worse by any shade of femininity, my base emotions seen as hysteric in a world that forgot how to feel. Compassion and empathy swears and sins, unspeakable in a modern tongue that struggles to feed itself love. I am transparent and lacking the opacity of respect. The birds ignore my boundaries and warnings of my feet on sand lines before glass walls. I go to hell in the mentioning, I go to hell in the silence. I am a ghost they would rather kill themselves than have in their way. I watch as a bystander to a life I am denied living, my throat slit for any utterance of my right to be human.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is hard hitting. Whew.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a
That's
note. Wow.
yeah. That's a hard one, isn't it? That one.
That is absolutely hard. That is
Mm.
solid.
Mm.
Chilling indeed, Ardale. Absolutely chilling.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But so much going on in there again, you know. The description I just thought was incredible. Yeah, to visualize
It
the
is a very
things.
descriptive piece, yeah.
Yeah,
It is very, very
visualize
descriptive.
she's saying is just yeah. Should we finish on a funny?
Of course we should. Of course we should.
I just don't want to leave people ready to.
With nightmares, exactly. Thank
Yeah,
you.
exactly. Yeah. Hang on, bear with. I'll just. Okay. This one's called Still Going Strong. Stan is still quite sprightly for a man of 83, part aided by the fact he has replacement hips and knees. He's never one to be held back or moan about old age, as now he's half bionic. Stan is out and on the rave. His moves on nightclub dance floors leave the youngsters all aghast, not least because one hip pops out, his foot goes up his arse. And picking up the ladies is a skill that Stan's improved. He's trying out new lingo that he's learnt from local youths. One tiny hitch at Wish Drive when he sidled up to Pat, said, "Yo, dog, how's it hanging?" which incurred a hefty slap. He bought himself a tandem in the hopes of finding love, with visions of a cycle ride down country lanes in sun. But sadly, Stan's new knee joints came unhinged and spun around. For miles he cycled in reverse, a speed bump brought him down. Though Stan is still quite sprightly for a man of 83, he's happy to relax a while with Battenberg and tea.
Call me Stanley.
I can just picture you on a tandem. Oh, dear.
Well, need someone to pedal the bike, you know. Oh, Nina, it's been a joy. Been brilliant back tonight. Great having you back on the screen.
Thank you.
And
It's good to
with
be
all
back.
that poetry, and to think that you yourself and Marna especially have already gathered for next week and still gathering to do. I'm looking
It's
forward
just
to the
too
gathering again. I
easy
just
out
hope,
there.
yeah, there is so much going on. I mean, the amount of new names of poets that were coming by now at the minute is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
It's absolutely wonderful.
Well, this is it. I mean, we're seeing new names all the time, aren't we? I mean, it's, you know, every single week. It's just easy, easy, easy. It's a pleasure. It's an absolute pleasure.
Yeah, and we're still holding the names that we've read previously. We're still holding those names because a lot of the people we previously read, their work is so much enjoyed and liked.
Yeah.
We have to bring the work because this is what the audience are entertained with. They're actually engaged with, and it's important we keep that flow as well. We don't get lost in the overall motion of the tide, isn't it?
I've just read Dale's comment.
Go on.
Nightmares of Stanley hanging.
Oh dear,
we have
oh
one
dear,
more quick
dear.
funny, just to lighten the atmosphere a bit. One more quick funny.
Yeah, go on. We like the hemisphere with this one. Go on.
This one, I think this one's been read before, but hey ho, it's, you know.
Hey ho.
Called My Lilo's Trying to Kill Me, and they very often do.
Oh dear.
My Lilo has a fiendish plan to make me look a fool. I only want to lie on it and float around the pool. Why can't it just play nicely? Let me mount it, pride intact. I try to sneak behind the thing and slide upon its back. I fold it into two halves, push it down between my legs, but it seems this too is futile as it whacks me in the chest. So I back myself up gently, take a run at it full force. As I'm airborne, it starts moving, far away from me, of course. I've had people offer kindly to hang on to it for me, but the most I've ever got on it was half of my left knee. They always look so comfy when you see them in the ads, but mine's a different story of inflatables gone bad. In magazines you see celebs reclined and in control. Why is it mine attacks me, goes to full-on croc death roll? I take it to the water's edge with hopeful springing step. 5 minutes later, almost drowned, back up the beach I schlep. The kids can always do it, and with considerable ease. I watch their every movement, but to them it's just a breeze. Self-satisfied, their smug-faced grins torment me all the more. I'll pop their 3-foot dolphin and sink their unicorn. I considered that the shape may be the thing to hold me back. So I bought a blow-up tyre, thought I'll have a bit of that. Getting in it, not a problem. This one didn't want to kill, but it fitted rather snugly. Without help, I'd be there still. As for squeaky rubber noises, I've had many red-faced glares. Though I point out it's the Lilo, people often stop and stare, just in time to see me sliding none too graciously from view. I'll not let the bugger beat me as I try to play it cool. I will be the queen of Lilos with a cocktail in one hand. With my luck, I'll get a puncture, end up face first in the sand.
Oh Lord, call Stanley, says Dale Warren. Absolutely brilliant. That is absolutely wonderful. Oh,
you.
what a note to end on. Needy, you're an absolute
Yeah,
star.
we needed to liven things up a bit, didn't we? Yeah.
We did, of course. But again, the array of poetry tonight was absolutely brilliant. And thanks to all the poets out there for giving us the permissions to read their works. And it is honestly our pleasure to do so, guys. Absolute pleasure for us.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's been I mean, we were just astounded by the amount and the, you know, I'm not gonna say the quality because it's always top notch, isn't it? But
yes,
just sheer easy pickings of it.
It was. And I mean, just judging that we've had to leave so much behind because as we can see now, we've already gone 2 hours plus on the show itself. It's a long time for a show to run and to keep attentions. But it's been an absolute pleasure bringing the show, an absolute pleasure. And when the team is all together, it's even better again.
Yeah.
Nina, have a great week ahead.
Thank
and
you.
I'm gonna chew your ear during the week as you go along with me because I'll be picking this and picking that, and you'll be picking this and picking that, and we'll be bouncing them off
Bought a
each
new
other.
set of ears on Amazon this. You're all right. You're good to go.
Am I good to go?
Yeah.
Thank goodness for that.
That's okay.
Hope you got some spares on standby.
Yeah, I got a pack of 10. They're prime.
Cool.
They're interchangeable.
Oh dear, I did too much information.
Yeah, I bought deaf ones as well, just for when
I
you
know.
ring.
I know.
Yeah.
Nina, by the way, on her iPhone has a little red light. When John gets through on Messenger, it boings red. Everyone else has no light. It's just that one light.
It's the skull and crossbones that comes up when you ring.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's piracy.
Arr.
Arr.
You lad. That's a pirate's favourite letter of the alphabet, you know.
Arr.
What's his second favourite letter? Hey.
I've no idea.
C. Ridiculous.
Absolutely. I didn't
Ridiculous.
do it. So before we go, don't forget, rock bottom will teach you lessons that mountaintops never will.
Amen
Nina,
to that.
have a brilliant week ahead. Love you to
Thank you, lovely.
Great having you on the
Love
show.
everybody.
And thanks for all the poetry. Have an absolute wonderful week ahead. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Nina Thielen, the giggler of the show, brings all those were two wonderful pieces at the finish there. It was great to go out on the high of the beautiful, laughable pieces that people can put together. I admire anybody who can put a piece like that together. Diane Borges, good night and God bless you home. Good night and God bless everybody who's been here to the show tonight. And thank you all for the absolute pleasure of your company. And I look so forward to seeing you all here again next week with more of your poetry for more of our viewers. Have a wonderful week ahead. And may God go with you. Good night and God bless everybody. From Dear John.